Ghost Beast!
Ghost Beast.
Ghost Beast!
Hello and welcome to
Ghost Beast!
a horror podcast. I don't know why my arms are horror podcast. I'm Dahad, joined by my wife Becca. Hi Becca.
Hi.
Hi. I wonder how that's going to sound.
Maybe we really should be taking video.
Okay. We watched War of the Worlds from 2005, directed by Steven Spielberg, who directed Jaws and First Encounters of the Third Kind, right?
Close Encounters of the Third?
There we go.
Okay.
And Close Encounters of the Third Kind, another scary alien movie, which is one of my favorite and also least favorite genres, I think we've realized.
Yeah.
Because the scary alien movie fucks me up. Like, I think more than, like, any other. I don't know why. I'm normally not someone who's, like, would say I'm scared of aliens, let's say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even know if I really believe in aliens. But for some reason, scary aliens in movies are just the scariest kind of monster.
Yeah.
Because I guess there is something realistic about, like, I guess they could be out there.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure there's not werewolves here on Earth, but aliens, who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
And they might be scary.
They could be scary.
Because, yeah, Nope fucked me up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the, like, grounded ones, you know, like Fire in the Sky, Signs.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out War of the Worlds is actually in that genre.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Oh, remember No One Will Save You?
Yeah.
That one, too.
Yeah. That one. That one's crazy.
But it's crazy that Steven Spielberg, of all people, made, like, one of the scariest alien movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I think also, like, it's funny because I was really thinking this now with my adult brain watching this that I didn't pick up on back in the day. And I since read that this is, like, accurate. But this movie, I mean, it was kind of right after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is really this element of, like, this is Steven Spielberg's version of, like, a 9/11 movie.
Okay.
You know, but with aliens instead of terrorists.
Yeah.
Like, you can really see that connection.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole thing is based on the radio play, the Orson Welles story, which we talked about a bit in Ghost Watch, because I was doing something similar, like making this very realistic broadcast that was meant to be a fictional story, but people took it very seriously. And that was what the War of the Worlds radio play was like. It was so realistic in its, like, first-person portrayal of an alien invasion that people would tune in and be like, oh, fuck, the aliens are here. Which, like, I can only imagine, like, with this version of aliens, that would be scary as shit if you thought that was really happening. I can't blame them.
No. I definitely can't blame them.
But I noticed watching it now, it did scare me back in the day. I mentioned to you that this is a movie that gave me nightmares.
Yes.
Which, like, Nope did the same thing. Which, again, that's, like, that whole genre of scary aliens. But I think it scared me even more now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we did watch this because of what's happening in the world with the drones, which are very close to us, actually, where we live. So that's been, like, fun and exciting, but also it's, like, that little bit of anxiety in the back that's like, ha ha ha, like, yeah, this is pretty crazy, right? So what's going on? Like, yeah, guys. And we've talked about that before, too, like, kind of leaning into that anxiety with horror movies. It's the same way people during, you know, COVID wanted to watch, like, Quarantine and stuff, and why I keep trying to make you watch spider movies. Like, I hope you understand now. It's like, for me to say, like, yeah, aliens are fucking scary and there's drones out there. Let's watch War of the Worlds. It's like, that's kind of how I lean into that anxiety.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it. I guess I'm sort of getting into it.
Yeah.
But it is also crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But this is what the people are listening to right now. It's the alien shit. And yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me this time, what I was kind of getting at before, is that, you know, it's in the Steven Spielberg style it's Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise teamed up. So you know it's going to be this massive blockbuster movie with crazy big special effects. And normally that kind of takes away from what would make it scary, you know, because it makes it less grounded and more like big and spectacular. It's like all about spectacle. But to me, it's like in the context of this, of these aliens just popping out of the ground and like harvesting us, it actually makes it scarier because it makes it feel more hopeless.
Yeah.
And more crazy that it's like a natural disaster almost, you know? That's like, I think that is like the scariest version of an alien invasion is like, you can't even fight back. Like you're just completely powerless.
Yeah, it's basically you're just kind of like waiting.
Yeah, a lot of the movie does feel like just waiting to die. 'Cause it's like, it's that hopeless.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that shouldn't be a spoiler. I like totally lost track of where we are.
I don't know. We can decide later. I don't know.
But that is the movie. It's like it's an alien invasion movie that's told from a grounded perspective, you know, from the perspective of like an average person who's played by Tom Cruise.
He's also just like really mean.
Yeah, which hey, I love because he's supposed to be this bad dad in the movie. So seeing Tom Cruise playing someone who's like a total fucking asshole. It's like I like that they lean into that instead of trying to make him all, you know, spick and span.
Yeah, no. It works.
And I mean that's kind of the center of the movie too, is that like, you know, him and his son, he's like the bad dad and he's got the good son. Because that is the setup, really, is that he is a divorced dad who seems to be a bad dad, isn't very present.
Yeah.
And he is tasked with babysitting his teenage son and his younger daughter, who are both fantastic actors in this too, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially Dakota Fanning. Like, she is insanely good in this. It's like,
is.
oh, we see why she's super popular now.
Yeah.
But he's babysitting them, basically the person who's like least qualified to take care of them when an alien invasion happens.
Yeah.
And the whole movie is really kind of following them from their perspective as like survivors during all this. And yeah, that is a kind of fresh perspective. It's not about fighting the aliens, but that is what the original play was about, you know, the radio play. And that element, it just makes it feel grounded in a way that's like, yeah, I guess I could see that happening, and that fucking sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to live through that.
I don't want to. No.
But yeah, and in keeping with that, it does focus a lot on the emotional state of these characters too throughout the movie, and like what this would do to you, and like the PTSD and the trauma of it all. And that's kind of the stuff that really makes it feel like, damn, Steven, like, chill the fuck out. Like, you're doing so much to make this way too believable and scary. And it works. Like, this movie really holds up as a fantastic sci-fi movie. And I think it has a reputation of being more of a, like, big action movie. I think that's why you avoided watching this for so long, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think this was really marketed in the same way.
It's Tom Cruise,
you know, like, it's in the same lane as those movies. And those movies don't really interest me. So, you know, this one just slid by for me.
Even though we do go through this a lot, where I'll be like, hey, we should watch Jumanji. You've never seen that. And it's really cool. And you're just like, I don't know, that doesn't look interesting.
I think.
And then you watch it and you love it.
Yes. Look, in my defense, love my dad, but he would watch these types of action movies all the time, and I was like, I cannot watch another one of these. You know, of course, like, I loved watching them with him, and he loved them so much, but on my own time, I was just not interested in that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it even surprised me how much this held up, because I think the last time I saw it was in theaters, and I remember really liking it, and I remember it freaking me out. But it's easy to kind of dismiss it as like this generic alien invasion movie, and it's still really good. So why don't we just get to the spoilers then? So yeah, I've honestly always liked horror movies that do this, where, you know, most of this movie involves the alien invasion and like this constant kind of action, but the beginning of the movie starts like in this very peaceful kind of normal way. helps to build up the characters and the setting, and just feels like regular real world shit. And I like when movies do that.
Yeah.
You know, like that was why I liked, I think it was Quiet Place Part 2 that had that opening where it's like before the invasion. I love that kind of stuff. I like that kind of slow setup.
Yeah.
I mean, even Alien Romulus kind of did that. I love the setup of that movie. And this one's great. It's just like normal ass American life with a shitty dad who's like borderline abusive with his son.
Yeah.
But hey, he's trying. You know, that's the character. That's what Tom Cruise plays in this. But it I like that it builds that up and then kind of very quickly gets into weird stuff happening. And even that has like its own slow buildup that just makes you feel like, oh, I don't like this. You know, like starting with him going outside and there's that weird storm. Because that made me think like, I could imagine something happening and stepping outside, and if all my neighbors were outside looking up and shit, I'd be like, oh God, like I don't like this.
I mean, we sort of did have that.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, the other day we were watching a movie and we heard all this sound outside that was like this low kind of rumbling.
Yeah.
So we like muted the TV and we're like, what is that? Like what? Because we couldn't tell what it was. But when we opened the door, it was clearly like nonstop rapid like explosions in the distance. And it was the fact that it was so many.
Yeah.
And it was so loud.
It was like echoing too.
Yeah, I was kind of like, that sounds like fireworks, I guess, but why is it like just constantly going off? Yeah. And then no, it's because there's a fucking Christmas parade where I guess they wanted to put on this big crazy show. Those fuckers. We had to go like on Facebook for that shit.
Yeah, I went on like Nextdoor and like everyone's like, does anyone hear that? And
I don't like being in that headspace. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. But it wasn't fun.
Yeah, but it does make you realize like, if you're in that kind of situation, it is like, what do we do? You know, like it feels so scary in that way. Yeah. So when that happens and then all the crazy ass lightning starts coming down like fucking outwaters, it's just every part of it just feels like something is wrong and we don't know what the fuck is going on. So we don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And of course it builds to the first of those big tripod aliens popping up and just blasting people. And that's when it's like the cap just comes off and it's just clear that like, oh, we're fucked. Like we're in so much danger. And we talked about how like there's definitely an R-rated version of this that I wish they had done instead. Because when he zaps people, they turn into like dust.
Dust, yeah.
Like imagine if it was just like a red mist every time. That would actually make more sense. Yeah. Considering where the movie goes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll talk about that more later.
I'm wondering if that was the original intention and it had to be stripped down for a rating.
Because this would have been a very fucking R-rated
movie. Yeah.
Because there's a part when he's covered in the dust.
Oh, yeah.
And that is cool that they still managed to do that he like freaks out and washes it off. Because it's fucking people dust.
Sick, yeah.
But imagine the version where he's just drenched in blood. You know, it's like so much scarier.
Yeah.
But that's why, as kind of corny as it is, like that emotional heart at the center where it's about this family and him like trying to do his best to keep them together and keep them safe throughout the movie. It works to add that human context that makes it even scarier when they're going through all this. But I love, there's so many little details that feel very like Steven Spielberg, but still like just work really well. Like when he first comes back after the attack to the kids and he's just like, okay, we're leaving. And he's like trying to seem normal, but he's obviously like freaking the fuck out. And the kids are kind of like, what's happening? Like, what's going on, Dad? You know? And the way he's like trying to hide all that, but doing it in like the worst fucking way because he's a bad dad.
Yeah. And apparently not a very good liar.
Yeah. But that human element is like all over the place because then, you know, they wind up meeting up with this huge group of people who like steal their car from them like at gunpoint. And it feels like a little obvious because it's like, you know, the idea of like people turning on each other and becoming these animals fighting for survival in this situation, you know. But it does make it even scarier because it just adds to that sense of like nobody knows what to do. Yeah. Everyone's like basically panicking. Yeah. And that leads to bad shit.
Yes.
But they continue making it feel hopeless when, you know, when they're trying to get on the ferry and even then, one of them pops up out of the water, tips it over. They start just mowing people down. It's like every part of it is just like reminding you like you are not safe.
Yeah.
Like it is just humanity is fucked right now. And that's why it's like so scary. Now it did feel like the ending was kind of tacked on, almost as a way of being psych guys, it's okay. It's not that scary after like traumatizing you for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like it is this buildup where it starts with all that, and then it's like, oh, and by the way, you already thought they were scary because they were dusting people. They're also harvesting them and like creating fields of blood, which I read this. I don't think they give this away in the movie. Apparently, it's supposed to be like these aliens don't have any digestive organs, so they have to feed on the blood of other animals to survive.
Okay.
So this is like what they do. They harvest living beings and then steal their blood, which is also like scary as shit. Like,
that's really scary.
Yeah, and it's like it's so scary they can't even say it in the movie. They just have to show you some stuff and be like, all right, you get it, right, guys? Like, that's what's happening. What I was saying is it makes it feel like, yeah, they should have been popping them into blood mist with the lasers.
Yeah.
Because if they're trying to harvest their blood, that's the obvious thing. But I guess, it was just way too fucking much.
Probably.
Because I was thinking, like, isn't that they're like wasting all that good blood by zapping them? Like, why are they doing that? That's why.
Yeah.
Because it was just too fucking dark. If that wasn't bad enough, there's like the whole home invasion part at the end, which is, I think, what really fucked me up when I last saw it.
Yeah.
When they're hiding from the aliens. Because it really makes you feel like you aren't safe anywhere. Like, where do you go? And of course, the crazy guy that they run into there, it's like, this is kind of what this would do to you. It would just make you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah.
It did feel a little heavy-handed with the way they treated the relationship between Tom Cruise and his son. It was like so antagonistic, and it felt like it was really building it up to like, you have to let your son go off into the world.
Yeah.
Because he runs off toward the battle. And it felt like very kind of ham-fisted, But even that just added to how bleak it was.
Yeah.
Because then, after all that, you have the ending where, like, first, just all of a sudden, all the aliens seem to be dying just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they're suddenly able to fight back. And that is something, like, I'll give them credit. That's in the original. The whole idea was supposed to be that they're defeated by microorganisms. They're defeated by all our illnesses, which is a cool concept, honestly, when you think about that. Although it's like, why wouldn't they take that into account? Like, come on, guys. These things were supposed to be sitting here for 1,000,000 years. You didn't know about germs. Okay. I guess you're not that fucking smart, huh? But that's still a cool idea, and they kept true to that. But it was how it went one step further, and it's like, oh, look, your mom's still alive, and so is your son, who definitely died. Like, what?
No. Yeah, that was there was no hope that anyone was okay in that explosion, right? Like,
there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, how would he get away from that?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and watching it, we were even kind of like, oh, is this like a dream sequence? Like, because it felt so unrealistic. And it's like, no, they just really want to make sure you got that cheery Steven Spielberg ending.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if that wasn't there, this would be like the scariest movie ever.
Yeah, it would be very
so
dark.
Bleak. Yeah. So it does keep it from being just insanely dark, especially if you include the like terrorist illusion. That would be a really dark way of looking at that.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him. But it did feel like it kind of took away something when, like, to me, it felt like his son was so angry about losing his mother. That's kind of what drove him to want revenge and everything. And when you take all that away, it does take away from like that emotional heart of the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm conflicted about it.
I don't know. I think it was really great to see like a young boy taking care of his young sister in such a like loving, caring way.
Yes.
Instead of usually in
was still
movies,
great.
like that dynamic is usually them fighting or, like it's nice to see the other side of that.
Yeah. And I was thinking like, even after all that, if you defeat the aliens, it's still like, okay, now you have to rebuild the world.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be the best after that.
Yeah.
Although I think you pointed out that, of course, the brownstone at the end of the movie is like untouched. And
Like the
perfect.
rich neighborhood is totally fine. Nothing. Everybody's living their best life.
All the pores get harvested first. Okay.
I don't know if that was intentional, but that's just what I saw.
Well, it just added to the happy ending. Like, oh, look at this nice brownstone neighborhood that's untouched by all this. It's so nice. But yeah, still really fantastic. Still really fucking scary. I hope the aliens are not like this.
I hope
Please,
not either.
please,
I hope they're the
guys.
opposite, the complete opposite.
Yes, please. You can take our water. Just leave our blood, please.
They don't even want our water, I'm being honest.
No, we fucked up.
We did.
Is that what happens? They come to the planet and they're like, we're here to steal your water. Like, what the fuck did you do to your water? Like, well, we're just going to take your blood then. Like, did we fuck up?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Did you have anything else?
No.
Okay. You can go to ghostbeast.com for all our links. You can also search for Ghost Beast Pod. And you can follow Ghost Beast on Letterboxd, where we rank everything we cover.
Eat snacks to ground me.
Okay, I got a spot. How about above Deadstream and below the Tingler?
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay. This feels very arbitrary, but that's number 48 on our list. You can contact us at podcast@ghostbeast.com. What are your scariest alien horror movies? Not including Fire in the Sky, because I think that has scarred everyone.
I haven't seen that.
I know,
don't
we're going to
think
have
so.
to, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, God.
It's a lot to get through.
Oh, man.
And you can follow us on TikTok. You can also like and subscribe. You can do all those fun things.
Yeah, please rate us 5 stars if you like it. It helps
Yeah.
us in the algorithm.
Support us. Bye.